The air here.
Very different.
It is.
Hey everyone, we're joined here by Dynamo defender Erik Sviatchenko. We'll start with opening remarks and then we'll take questions here on Zoom. Erik, just opening comments just following today's match here in Salt Lake.
It's annoying, especially when we are coming with 1-0 up in the game with Basi's penalty. Then from there on, I think it was a more even battle. But they scored on a really good free kick, which then had the momentum change in the game, and I think we didn't really get the control of the game that we wanted to the last 25 minutes maybe of the game. But again, this format is made for entertainment, and we're getting that 100%. So even though that I have, of course, wanted to progress and don't go into a third game, then I am 100% confident that we at home are very, very strong, and we will advance. So my eyes are already set on that game, and get fully fit to that game.
Thank you for that. We'll start here with Jorge.
Hey Erik, unfortunate result. Like you said, Basi penalty or Basi goal from a rebound, going up 1-0 in the half, and then ending in a PK shootout. What do you believe was different?
I think that we didn't have that much control on the ball in the second half, which is something that we really want to. They played a good game. They had the home advantage, which we tried to take away from it. But again, we could have been better in situations and those small situations where we needed to clear a ball or make that final pass. Then we lacked a little bit. But again, it is tight, and these games are up until the last second. So I'm annoyed right now, really. But as I said just before, we have another game at home where I know that our fans will be there, and there'll probably be a sold-out stadium because it's a massive game. So we'll get there, and we'll advance. But now we need to get our fresh legs again, and then we go again.
A lot of pressure on the defense tonight, and now a lot of pressure on both teams. What's obviously the mentality is to win, but do you have a message?
No, I think we need to relax in the sense of knowing and trusting ourselves. We know what we stand for. We know what we have delivered so far. But now it's just about making those last efforts, getting on our toes in some way, and really having that knife on your throat, and knowing that even though we can be relaxed, it's about settling in to that atmosphere that we need, and we need to create that. That's why we need an amazing start when we go at home. I'm already thinking about the game, how it's going to go, but that's very important for us. But I know and I trust this team that we have done it before in those really big games. We were close today, but not enough, and now we need to go at home.
Thank you, Erik.
We'll go with Al on Zoom. Al, go ahead.
Hey Erik, very physical game. I believe it was 7 yellow cards in total. I think 4 or 5 for you guys, including 1 for yourself. What are your thoughts on the physicality, just on both sides?
I don't mind it. I think there was no tackles that was outrageous. It was some tackles that were for clear yellows. That's the football. That's the game. Sometimes that both teams want to win, and sometimes you want to win a little bit too much, and then you do a tackle and you get a yellow card. So for me, it's not a problem, and I didn't feel that it was a problem for our team. I think we stood ground and in general kept our cool. There was no close red cards or anything like that. So it is sometimes a game develops with the referee needs to take a lot of decisions, and he had to do that today.
Did you feel that the game shifted when Arango came in the second half there?
It might be a moment, for them. He's a good player. But I think they scored just before he came on, as I recall. I might not remember, but he came on and had some some joy, even though that we did our best. But yeah, they had a good spell for 20 minutes where we were a little bit too open in our team, and we needed to maybe go a little bit further back and have 5 minutes of nice structured defending. But we didn't, and that's why they had a little bit more joy. But again, it was a close game that could have gone both ways.
All right, guys, we'll go with Maggie. Maggie, go ahead.
Hey, Erik. Question. Did you guys feel that you were being baited at all when it came to how aggressive Real Salt Lake was playing? It just felt like they were trying any which way to foul you guys at any possible.
I think we talked about that this game here would be a different game than we played them at home. They waited and were very reluctant to go press high on us. So that changed, and I think we coped with it okay. We still had some good moments with the ball, but we could have done it better. But again, football is sometimes a physical game, and we need to be aware of that. And I think that the players in general showed that we can do both, and this team has to be able to adapt quickly if the game changes, and that is the terms of top football.
Can you walk me through those, not necessarily back-to-back yellow cards, but it was Coco had one and then yours was, just minutes after. What was your mindset coming out of those, knowing what was on the line for the rest of this match?
Coco's was a decision where he needed to clear the ball, and I don't think he heard anyone shouting anything that he was under pressure, and that's why he took a touch. He should have cleared it. My yellow card was a must yellow card. They broke through, and I needed to make a decision, and I did that. So that happens sometimes, but of course your heart is in your throat when you have a free kick just outside the box. But luckily they missed that one, but unfortunately they scored on the first one.
Thank you, Erik.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll wrap up with that one. Thanks for joining. We'll have media resources later tonight.